It's not really good this year. You're right.
What's that guy's name on Colorado? Oh, hold on. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Vinny's Corner. I'm your host, Vinny. I got the crew here with me. We got Caleb,
What's up?
Showtime, and Cove, the Messiah of things. We ain't gonna talk about that. But okay, so what we were just talking about, we're talking baseball, obviously. AL and NL MVP stuff. And we just kind of like we're jumping into it. I hear Caleb throwing out the word Rockies, and I just like stopped. And I
No,
was like,
Cal
hold on.
Raleigh. I said Cal Raleigh. I did not say Rocky. I said Cal Raleigh.
You
No,
were talking about the
Cal
Rockies.
Raleigh. Cal Raleigh.
You were.
Bro, he's having what a meltdown from last year. This is like the worst. Like,
Oh yeah, he is definitely having the worst year this year. Yeah,
he
definitely.
was a true runner-up last year.
Yeah,
Some say he
runner-up.
was snubbed. And
Mhm.
this
Yep.
season, he's like the worst catcher in baseball.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
What about that?
But with that being said, I'll turn it over to Showtime so he can start us off and give us the AL side. All right, so what do you think, Showtime?
For
Who do you
MVP,
think?
it's obviously Judge. Judge is up there, obviously. Murakami could make a run at it. He really could. It depends on the home run pace he stays on. And Bobby Witt.
Bobby Witt.
Bobby Witt for sure.
Are you forgetting about Brian Buxton right now? He's up there.
Byron Buxton is on fire, yes, but his team
he's
is
like-
not good enough.
No.
He's like the one bright spot on my on my fantasy. He does awesome.
Yeah.
Cranks it. So those are some interesting ones. Now I want to okay, the first one I want to touch on because we've got a White Sox fan on here. Also because it's the guy who I was thinking of like the most is Munetaka Murakami. I mean, you know, he's what's he hitting? Like maybe like 230 or something, 235.
Not high average, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
230.
it's not a huge average, but he's very effective when he gets to the plate. Right, he's driving a lot of runs as a result of hitting home runs. And that's making a difference for the White Sox this season all the way.
Oh yeah,
You
he's
know,
got more home runs than they got last year.
And so like and this is my whole thing, right? Like they as a team, it's not like they're not out of the mud hole they dug themselves yet, but they seem right way more on
They're
track.
showing promise. Yeah.
And the better he plays, the better the team looks. Which is like kind of right, the most valuable player, right? Like what it really means, right? What he means to that team could be, it could be more than anyone else, right?
Yeah.
Judge is having a great season.
People
Bobby
forget
Witt
about with
started off-
Murakami with like Colson Montgomery's there. That's what's helping him hugely.
Yeah.
He's got Colson Montgomery right next to him.
Vargas is having a nice season too.
Well, and so that was kind of the thing. That was what I was wondering what your thoughts were going to be on this. So what do you think? So you added Buxton into the mix, right? So Buxton's on the Twins, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, what do we expect from them?
The Twins are
Twins?
They're...
I expect them above 500. It's just they look like that team that could be an above 500 run, but you just don't know.
I think they're just an around 500 team, I would say. But it really depends on what happens at the deadline. Like if they go full sell mode finally, which they should. Because
If Buxton does not get hurt.
Exactly.
Because I like him. Does he have a injury history like that, Cole?
He has a big injury history. Yeah,
big injury history. That's
he's
what
like a
killed
Mike
him.
Trout type. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nasty.
Okay. I didn't even realize. You know what? And like, I probably should know that, but it might be one of those things where like he's just.
It's not really talked about because he's not that big of a huge impact to the Twins when he goes out. That's why it doesn't really get talked about.
He doesn't really impact winning. You would say.
He's got a big stick once in a while, and that's about it. It seems like.
Exactly. Yeah. He brings fans to the stadium for sure, though. And that's one thing.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the reason Twins fans even show up.
I would say like he's like Joe Mauer to them. You win with him and you win without him, but you're better with him in your lineup.
Yeah. I mean, the
Okay,
Twins.
that's fair.
What I'm thinking is the Twins would be smart to trade him at peak value because last year he played the most games in his career. I'm pretty sure, and this
Mhm.
year he's mashing and like staying healthy still. So like trade
Yeah,
him
but-
while he's at peak
But
value.
who is going to take him and need that caliber of player though?
A lot of
Buxton's
teams
just
would
on a
take him.
different level, but to me he's more of an AL kind of guy.
Yeah.
He flourished in the AL, but in the NL, I think it really hurt him.
I don't know. It seemed like a lot of teams wanted him last deadline. He just number one. He doesn't want to be moved.
Yeah,
There's that, and then the Twins.
there's a
didn't want to move
culture
him.
there in Minnesota for that. Like you
Yeah.
notice that with a lot of guys who wind up in Minnesota or drafted by Minnesota never leave Minnesota.
Yeah.
They stick long term with their players.
And listen, like if a player feels the same way about it, there's nothing wrong with that. If he continues to have a season like he is, and he wants to join a winning team, we could maybe use his bat somewhere on the back of the Yankees lineup and like a DH role. Who knows? Just throwing it out there, guys.
Yeah. Oh, I knew the Yankees be referenced at some point because they like steal everybody and can't win a goddamn championship.
Where's the
Well,
girlfriend's
Pentagon.
drink?
All right. So while we're still on the MVP topic, right? So Showtime kind of
Bobby Witt.
picked out the obvious ones on the AL side. Now, okay, so Bobby Witt.
Started off a little slow, but now he's hitting around 300. Power's coming. He's the best shortstop in the league. So
he is. I think that's the key to him. He's also a very good defensive player.
yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing.
He's one of the few that gets referenced as a true five-tool player. Is what
What
Bobby
do you
Witt is.
guys think about? And like, maybe I sound silly when I say this, but I think this is a legit candidate. It's just the team. What about Shea
Langoliers.
on the Athletics? He's having
He's
stellar
a
season.
monster for sure. Yeah.
Absolute stellar season he's having right now. Did we just lose Caleb?
Yeah,
Hold on,
that was
I-
just like-
I think he'll be back.
No, I wanted to put the manner score on my phone real quick.
Mm.
What's going on though? Everything's good?
Yep, good. I just want to change my score. I was just checking the score of the manner real quick.
Oh yeah. Or he's checking on to see if LeBron finally retired.
No, it's not. So he's going to play one more year till next year. He's probably going to retire 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
He's not retiring off a sweep.
Yeah.
No, not retiring off a sweep. Definitely not. She's going to definitely live
Hurt
that
his
way,
ego a
though.
little bit.
Okay, you know what?
All right.
Real quick. Just real quick question.
All right.
What in okay, Luca says that he wants Austin Reeves on his team. Palinka definitely wants to keep LeBron around for another season. It does not make
What?
He doesn't realize it, does he? He doesn't.
Man, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Yo.
We can't. No, we can't hear you. Did he charge the mic? It doesn't. It doesn't stay charged. It's got to be charged.
well, obviously it's got to be charged, but it looks like it is charged. Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yeah.
Now
Oh
we
no,
can.
look, the battery is dying. Let me go get another one. Give me a second.
Yeah. See, told you. Technical difficulties. You're supposed to make sure your mic is charged.
Like, what are we doing over
And
here?
he
my
looks
God.
down. He's like, "Oh, it is dying. Oh, okay." We
All
had our
right,
5 seconds of mime moment, and Vince just flailing his hands.
I was just doing. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so I was doing a whole New York thing, but you couldn't hear any words.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, and we'll go right back to the baseball thing, just real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
What is the thought process there, right? Like, AR is awesome to a certain extent, but as soon as they have to pay him over $40 million a year, like, Is he worth that?
I mean, I would
He
say
just take a pay cut,
he's a-
definitely. Taking a pay
he's a
cut.
good number 2 option, but on a championship team, I think he's a number 3 option.
Yeah, number 3 option. Yep.
Yeah, on a championship team.
Like, if you're going to keep LeBron, and here's the reality, right? Because LeBron commands crazy contract. Unless LeBron is going to like take the league minimum for you next year, the
Mhm.
reality is if you keep LeBron, you cannot make it make sense to keep LeBron and AR for another season.
No.
It's just that like
Definitely. No.
because you need to get rid of one of them so you can use that to put the pieces that Luka needs around him. It's not like the big 3 idea doesn't work.
You see,
need
the only
depth.
way that
And
does
they
work
got to
is
find a
if-
way to pay Rui.
yeah. The only way that does work with
Japanese
LeBron
Jordan,
is if
I
he
love that guy.
yeah. And with LeBron, the only way that does work is if he takes a minimum, which I've heard rumors about, but I don't believe it.
Listen, the guy knows it, and it would be nice if he did. It would be cool, right?
Yeah.
But I just can't see LeBron doing that.
No, I don't.
No.
No.
Can we somehow make a trade for Dylan Brooks to be on the Lakers next year for the
What?
first
No.
round to be a value?
Yo, that
Can we
was
please? Can we
That
please?
would be hilarious.
listen. The fact that Dylan Brooks really got the courtside seat under the hoop so he could troll LeBron James, like, bro, that guy is diabolical. Like he's like
Yeah.
he's like the definition of diabolical.
He's a
He's the
troll.
definition of a troll. He's a troll.
Like, bro got swept and he still pulled up like that. Like, what?
But the funny part about that one that I laughed about when they said it, goes, it only cost him $100,000 to to get that ticket. I'm like, that's nothing to him to make that fucking happen.
Right? Like, it's this guy just paid $100K to troll LeBron James.
I
What is
would.
going on?
I fucking would.
That's funny.
All right, so we'll
I've
get
never
back to
seen
the
anything like that.
we will get back to the NBA playoffs. So now the MVP picture in baseball, as we were discussing, on the NL side now is where I was kind of in charge of, I guess, getting us started. Now, I think one of the obvious ones, to me at least, that stands out in the last 2 weeks since Donnie Baseball took over the Phillies. Quite frankly, Kyle Schwarber's bat has gotten live.
I think it's because he wants an extension or a trade. So he's pushing his stats up so he can have more trade value.
Whatever the
Didn't he
reason
just
is.
get extended this year.
Oh, was he?
He signed in the offseason, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but he only extended for 1, didn't he?
Oh, it was a 1 year, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
going into a contract year at the end of this season.
Well,
So
that
he's
tells me
gonna-
he's trying to get traded.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, he didn't go
Maybe.
extend it longer. It was just the one
Oh,
season
was it?
given that
Okay,
one
I
run.
thought I swear he was a free agent this offseason and they re-signed him.
I thought
Yeah,
they
but that
signed him
still
too,
means
but
they
if-
can move him. Like, and extend him for 1 year to negotiate deals at the end of the season, depending on how he plays.
Okay.
It's a
all right,
pre-move
so-
before a move.
So now my number 2, and my number 2 could be my number 1 very easily, because they've been tremendous all season as a team. The Braves have had a great season so far. Matt Olson has been kind of a driving force behind that. He's just like he's been super consistent for them. He's the kind of guy you could pretty much bet on bases or whatever you want every day. He's gonna hit
RBIs,
them.
whatever, yeah.
Super consistent. And that's, so for me, that was my second choice for a possible MVP. My third candidate is in the air. So this is what I wanted to discuss with you guys.
Can I throw a dark horse out there?
Do it?
CJ Abrams. He's a stud. He's a
Okay.
stud.
Abrams is a stud if he plays well.
Exactly.
If he plays
Exactly.
well.
But his
Well-
team isn't good enough, number one. Their
No.
offense is good, their pitching is horrible.
I'll see
And-
you, Abrams, and I'll go to the same team and I'll ask you, what about Woods?
Yeah, that's another one.
Tremendous season.
Mhm.
Yeah, James Wood, yeah.
Like the reason I didn't know about including him is because I don't know that I like the Nationals, the Nationals, right? it's just difficult
It's a
because
fun team. It is. It's a fun.
they
team.
are a fun team this season. Like
Yeah.
I bet on them quite a bit this season.
If you,
They're a fun
you-
like 50-50 toss
if
up
you
now.
bet against them for pitching and with them for hitting, it's pretty fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're good. They're an exciting team to and like listen, we just threw out 2 candidates for the MVP on the Nationals.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
But you know how you're saying the Rockies, you're thinking of Mickey Maniac, he's the left fielder, and Hunter Goodman. Those are the 2 guys out of Colorado that are starting to show up.
Maniac's been having a tremendous season.
Yeah. But Hunter Goodman's up there too. Like he's hitting
Goodman.
better than Bryce Harper's hitting, kind of thing.
You know who's been a standout this season? And it's just not getting looked at as much because the rest of the team has been so average for them. The Dodgers have been very low-key average for the Dodgers, but Max Muncy has been
Muncy, oh yeah,
outstanding.
yeah. There's been talk about Muncy.
Yeah,
Muncy's been playing outstanding baseball so far.
Mhm.
That's another really good one. So I think all those are all like now obviously, right? Like you would need something like the Rockies would have to go on a serious run and look like something legitimate. You know who's another? Let me throw this out there. Let me know what you guys think about this because St. Louis has been playing good ball as well.
Jordan
what about
Walker?
Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Yeah, right. That's another. And like St. Louis is like they're just in a good division, but they're like teetering on being a good team. They're right there. No.
Yep.
Okay. So some good candidates for kind of like who we think are really doing their thing right now in the AL and the NL. From the batting side of things. Now pitching.
Cy Young.
What'd you say?
Cy Young. I will start off with your boy Cam Schlittler. He is absolutely fucking amazing.
Dude. Like so the way that he came out in the playoffs, right, last year, the hope was there that this was who he really is.
Yeah, because if you pitch well in big games, you have that, mentality.
Yeah, and so far he seems like an absolute dog.
Yeah.
I like that one. Who else?
Yeah. I'll say Soriano too, with the way he started. Jose Soriano from the Angels.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's pitches innings, he gets strikeouts, he gets ground balls. He's had the 2 rough starts versus the White Sox, but that's really it. Those are definitely my top 2. And then besides that, there's a few guys that you could throw in there.
I'm surprised Caleb didn't throw Kirby.
Kirby? Yeah, Kirby looking good.
Kirby has been their most consistent pitcher. I wouldn't say he's on Cy Young caliber, I would say.
Okay. What about Aaron Aspie?
Bullpen guy, yeah. He leads the league in wins, so that's one thing. Well, bullpen reliever like that doesn't close games really gets Cy Young votes, though. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, this is what about him, right?
Yeah.
What about
You got Soroka.
Davis Martin.
Davis. Okay. Yes.
The
that
White
is
Sox.
one
He's
for
5-1. He's 1.6 ERA.
Yeah.
We don't talk about our pitching because we don't want to jinx it.
Exactly.
Like low key, there's a lot of really good. Like there are real reasons to be excited as a White Sox fan right now. Like
I said,
all
I
the
don't
way.
jinx it. I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't have to. I think finals every year. I want wins.
Well, you're in the position where that's all you should want is wins because your team is trash.
Yeah.
The Knicks
Oh, come on. One
Yeah,
good
right?
Mickey Mouse year for the Knicks, and they think they own the world.
You see how we always have to make it about the Knicks? Like, what are we doing here? We're talking about baseball.
Because we're going to go to the NBA. You're
Yeah,
going to
we're
want to
gonna
talk
go
about
to
your
the NBA
Knicks in the
after.
finals and blah, 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 blah.
All right. So National League, Cy Young. The obvious contender is up on the top of the board. He top
Skeens.
2, I would say. Skeens, right? Now, okay, so this is a little this is like a tricky one now, right? There are a few pitchers that have like really low ERAs, but like that do not have like amazing stats yet otherwise. Because they don't have like the wins, say, or win-loss ratio isn't that great. But Skeens is
But-
at a 6.2. I like that a lot. Bryce Elder, I mean, he's got a 1.81 ERA and he's 4-1 so far. And obviously Atlanta's hot, so you have to keep him in that conversation.
Yeah.
Shohei.
Now, okay, so
Pitcher.
now that
Are
was
we
the one
forgetting
I
about
was-
Chris Delay? Like, are we forgetting about Chris Delay?
Listen, that's another. I'm not arguing that. Just hear me out, man. All I'm doing right now. I'm specifically looking at the National League at the moment,
Yeah.
and I'm just thinking like, okay, so he's 6-2. Here's my issue. Like early, he's a definite candidate.
Mhm.
I feel like he always has problems late down the stretch. And so like
Okay.
I don't know, like right now he realistically should probably be number 2,
Mhm.
right? Like him and Skeens are the top 2, I would say, in the National League.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Shohei for sure.
Shohei's like a tricky one.
Yeah.
He wants that Cy Young. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
It's because he
Like-
wants to be able to do MVP, Cy Young, and be able to do something no one's ever done.
His bat is not going
Shohei's-
to command MVP,
Yeah, it's not.
but not this season. It's not. I mean, he's hella bad at
No,
the bat.
but in our lifetime, Shohei is probably going to be one of the only people that will ever see do that.
Get a Cy Young and an MVP.
Yeah.
And he knows that, and that's why he's
Yeah.
chasing the Cy Young. Exactly.
Yeah, he wants to make history, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You know what's really not funny, just kind of crazy with Skeens? He has a sub-2 ERA. If you take out that Mets start, it would be close to 1.
Mm.
You take out that Mets start and the
One
start versus
bad
the
game.
Cardinals, it's 2 bad starts. 1 versus the Mets, 1 versus the Cardinals. The rest, he's been untouchable.
That's the way it goes, unfortunately, right?
I was
One
gonna
game
say, like,
goes off your numbers.
I know the Vince loves Shohei, but I mean, Shohei just keeps showing up with the rings, and Aaron doesn't.
I have no beef with Shohei at all.
I
Actually,
know,
my
I know.
wife.
I know
wife
we
is
respect
Shohei.
Shohei. I'm just saying.
So
He took
I
one
don't
of
know
your
if you
he
knew
took one of
this,
your
Cole.
rings though. He
So
did take one of
Cole,
your rings.
my wife's favorite player in baseball is Shohei, and my wife calls Showtime Shohei's brother.
No,
She goes, "Yo, your boy Shohei's brother, the one who knows everything about sports."
yeah.
I'm like, Shohei's brother, you're out of line. But she means it in the most endearing way possible. Hey, honey.
Did you like the
My
one I
little
put
girl.
it as like Bobby Cam and fucking Shea Gillis as Shohei and fucking whatnot
It's not my fault. I know.
on the
I'll hand her
promo?
off. Here, let me just hand off my daughter.
No.
Okay, go to mommy. Oh.
I don't know who did it. I stole it from somebody else. But they had Bobby Cam and fucking Shane Gillis as Shohei.
We'll turn it down.
Mm.
All right. So
Shohei and
back
Cal
to our-
Riley. That's what it was. Yeah.
Our
Shane
regularly
Gillis was
scheduled
Cal
program.
Riley.
So legitimate question. Okay, so like, is it as simple as Shohei is so focused on his pitching that it's affecting his bat?
I think so.
Like-
I think so. Yeah.
I
That's
don't.
okay.
I don't.
Because
It's-
he's been pretty awful as a bat this season.
Yeah.
He's
You know,
been
I
pretty
mean-
awful, but it hasn't been hurting them. So it does. I don't.
Well, I know that's because Max Muncy's having an MVP.
Yeah. No, but from the time I've ever watched Shohei since he's been in the league, as much as we all seen him, I've seen plenty of footage of him. He has a different mindset when you watch him on the field. He's very humble. He's very just. There's no arrogance with him, so it doesn't seem like anything bothers that guy.
Well, and that's my point. I don't think that it's something that bothers him. I think that because of like the way that he dials into shit, that like he's made such a concerted extra effort now to
Yeah.
be dialed
The
into his
way-
pitching side
Yeah.
that it's just throwing off his bat a little bit?
It's the consistency of it because before he could pitch and bat, now he has to separate it. So it's just a little different mindset he's got to get used to.
I think
Yeah.
what's happening with his hitting is I think he's just pressing. Like he's chasing way more than he used to.
He's
hitting the ball
chasing
on the
more of a
ground
Cy
lot.
Young than a MVP
Yeah.
at this moment.
Mhm. Yep.
And if the MVP comes with it, then he'll take it.
Yeah.
He knows he's gonna get it. We all know
Well-
he's gonna get it at some point in his career.
If he's
Yep.
in the Cy Young conversation, he's probably gonna get it. That's that's the way the league works with him.
It's yeah, but you make it sound like he's just gonna be giving it. He's
No,
gonna
I'm
earn
not.
it.
I'm not saying gifted. Like he'll deserve it, but if he's in the race and he's like in the top 2 and deserving, he probably gets it. Just 'cause
Oh
of
yeah,
his
by
hitting.
votes, by votes.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the NL MVP. That's what I was gonna add to this. Is it's the most hypocritical of vote ever I've ever seen. When you actually look at how they're voted for, it's like people don't get in for certain reasons, like the Pete Rose debate for so long.
Well,
Like-
okay, so like right.
That committee is just so one sided when it comes to things. If you
We're
ain't
talking Hall of
popular,
Fame.
you're not getting voted in.
So, like, here's my thought process. Okay, let's say this isn't the Dodgers three-peat season.
Yeah.
Let's say this is the resurgence of the Braves,
Yeah.
and the Braves are the team that go to the World Series,
Mhm.
and their pitching staff, multiple guys, are in the conversation right now, right?
Yeah.
and are continuing to have that kind of a series or
Yeah.
season. Then I expect it to be one of them. That's
Yeah.
just how I
Yeah,
feel
it's
about
good.
it.
It's gonna
but-
come down to Shohei and Slay. It's always gonna come down to that, unless we have a dark horse that slides in between them two.
No, it's not impossible, and it could happen. It could come off their own team.
Yeah,
Like that's the tricky part.
I'll throw a random because you're talking about the Phillies getting hot since Donnie Baseball. What about Cristobal Sanchez?
Yeah, he's one that's really turned the season. Well, not turned it around, but he's been.
No, but he can
More-
catch up to these guys. You
Yeah,
can
he
get
can,
Sanchez
yeah.
getting into the mix,
Yeah, he was.
or
second this year.
Vasquez, right? Reedy Vasquez. He's 4-1 right now.
I think he's tailed off a tiny bit from what he was doing at the start of the season, but we'll see.
Yeah, but you know how it is. It's just like you could have someone come out of nowhere that
Yeah.
just has a phenomenal second half.
Yeah, it's all about consistency. That's the end of
Mhm.
that's the end of the story. Like you can start
Shohei
off
could get
hot.
hurt.
Mhm.
You know, we can go down a list.
Yeah.
What is that? All right. So those are, I guess, those are kind of like the folks that we've all agreed upon, right? And that's, I think that's pretty much where everyone is at this point. Like, most people you talk to on the baseball side of the world, right? It's early enough that like there's only
It's
going to be
way-
so many people where you're like, okay, this is that guy right now, right? So
yeah, you
Yep.
can't gauge baseball until 80 to 90 games in.
No.
yeah, it's kind of it's tricky because I mean, you know how it is as fans. Like we want to get all into it. Caleb loses his mind over a loss in April, right?
Yeah.
So do I. But like stuff that doesn't even matter.
No,
Yeah.
but for that mindset, you're right on the tee because remember, I played for a couple seasons, and yeah, there's certain games in April and May that matter more than the most. Even if you go on a losing streak, there's certain games that do matter.
Yep.
It's all about this series. The series you get yourself into,
Exactly.
like
Yeah, you can't lose series that you're
interdivision
not
games.
supposed
You
to,
got to keep
yeah.
those wins above 500 if you want to stay afloat to make the playoffs.
Yep.
Yep.
And some places you play well. Like I'm not sure if it's still called that. When I played for Daytona, I think it was the Jackie Robinson Stadium. I'm not sure if it's been renamed or not because it was so long ago because I'm ancient. But I mean, yeah, so I always hit well there. But at other places I couldn't hit as well.
Okay, interesting.
Mhm.
So now, it's that time of year, right? It's playoff time of year for the NBA, the NHL.
Mhm.
So I'll turn it over to my guy Cove because I know that Cove definitely has some questions that go into all these things, and and allow us to kind of dive in a little bit. So, and just as an update for anybody that cares, it's 52-60 right now. The Detroit Pistons are up.
Gotta get it out real quick. So, are the New York Knicks a legitimate championship favorite if OG returns fully healthy for the ECF?
No, that is a big if. Yeah, that definitely is a big if.
I think it'll be back on next round.
Depends how will he be 100% for the rest of the playoffs? The rest will definitely help. But if he's not 100%, that definitely doesn't help at all their chances.
Definitely.
As a Knicks fan, I'll say it like this. I do think that with or without him, I think that we are a legitimate contender to come out of the East specifically, especially at this point. With that being said, there's a large constituency of Knicks fans, I would say, who low-key are rooting for the Spurs to win that series and beat OKC because we feel that we can beat the Spurs more than we feel like we match up against OKC.
And with the ref.
So, and the refs. But that's the reality is like, if you're watching OKC basketball games, I have no idea how any team contends with that right now.
With the officiating that they get, with the way they play.
Every call, and they win games by 20 to 30 points every game. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what.
And the thing is,
the backup to the backup is coming off the bench and dropping 25 points. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck is McCain? Right? Like, who are these? Literally, who are these guys? Guys are coming off their bench you've never heard of and just dropping 25, 30 points in a game. Like,
AJ Mitchell was like a role player before this year. Now he's one of their most important scorers.
Dude, I mean, you saw what happened the other night, right? Shai Gilgeous had like his first less than 20-point game in 2-3 years, and it meant zero. He had 7 turnovers. It meant nothing. Like,
so I'm gonna have to reword this. I know the way I worded it, but if Anthony Edwards gets past the Spurs, is he a newer face of playoff basketball after his run this season? If he can get past the Spurs,
I don't think he will, but if he does, he definitely puts himself in the conversation.
Yep.
I don't think he does. And on that note, I'll say he's not 100% because he doesn't look like himself.
Yeah.
Since that knee,
he's not been aggressive.
Extension.
Yeah, he hasn't been aggressive.
So he's just in a really tough situation, unfortunately, coming out of the West. He's got to go through the Spurs, and then he's got to go through the OKC to get to the final, right?
Yeah.
If he makes it to the finals, like, you know what I mean? Like
you got to give him his flowers for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he becomes like almost undeniable. But like anything, he's just one of those guys. You know, they need this guy to win his title so they can like crown him. But
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Are the NBA refs letting playoff physicality get out of control after the recent controversy involving Victor Wembanyama's ejection?
Out of control? I wouldn't say so.
No, definitely not.
He was deserving of that ejection. Yeah.
That was a deserving ejection because that was a gnarly elbow that he threw. And he is 7'5" or 8 feet tall or whatever. So that, like, you know what I mean? His elbow is like twice the size of mine. Like, you know, take a whole person's jaw. But with that being said, like, it actually feels like they're not. So the refs are not letting people play for the most part. They're pretty. Like, there have been a lot of plays that were not real flagrants, called flagrants in text and things of that should have been common fouls.
Yep.
And one thing I'll say with Wemby is he could have been suspended if he was known to be like a dirty player. Like if that was
Yeah.
Draymond, suspension. Period.
Draymond.
That was
That
Dylan
was
Brooks.
suspension right off the
Draymond, you're suspended for the rest of the series, dude.
Mhm.
Because you
It's
know
like
the
I was
way he
eliminated
plays.
2 rounds ago.
Well, and so like that's the other tricky thing is like Victor is like really he's showing like extreme maturity when he's on the microphone at like the pressers after the games. He's really just like accepting and stepping into the role of like trying to be a superstar. So like whether there's Edwards, all these other guys that are around, it just feels like even though this guy is French, he's just like endearing to people so well that like he's just it feels like it's a foregone conclusion that Victor Wembanyama is the next face of the league.
Mhm.
That's how it feels to me.
So, which remaining teams has the most pressure to win this championship? Not who you think is going to be deserving it, but who has the most pressure to win it?
The Knicks. I'm going to say the Knicks. I'm going to say me and Vinny Knicks. Definitely.
Would you put the Knicks over to Cleveland right now in the position Cleveland's in, or Detroit?
Yeah, I would put them over Cleveland and Detroit under the most pressure.
Yeah.
So Caleb's 100% right. They fired their coach
Mm-hmm.
who got them to the conference finals, right? That says that you have to get to the finals. So going anything before the finals, unacceptable. So there's a huge amount of pressure in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Is
So
it
I
the
would
Knicks
say-
because of the length of the non-championship? Is that basically what it is?
Well, and no, but hold on. But think about this, right? So 1973, like if my math is not wrong, that's before the merger.
Mhm.
So like that means that they don't have an actual real NBA title,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
like ever,
Yeah.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
right? That's how I look at it in reality.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a Knicks
I-
fan. So
Yeah, no, that's
you
why
know.
I don't fully troll Vince all the time because he really
Well-
doesn't count the Mickey Mouse Championship sometimes.
No, I'm not talking about the NBA Cup. I'm talking about our
Real- like a real
1973
championship, yeah.
Like our like
He's not a Celtics fan that does
Yeah.
that.
those guys won those. You know, that was the ABA or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
time. But I think they have so like I don't know. There is a lot of pressure, I think, on the Cavs too, on James
Yeah,
Harden
I
to
think-
perform.
Yeah.
Because he's known as the biggest choke artist in the history of play. He's been to the playoffs. He's been in that league for 17 years. He's been
Yeah.
to the playoffs 17 years in a row,
Yeah.
and he still does not have a ring. Like, because
Yeah.
he's notoriously bad. It's kind of important for that. The Pistons still have a long runway. They're a younger team.
Yeah, I don't think they have pressure. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I feel like they might even be a year ahead of schedule. You could say, right? So, like, I think they're fine. 2 years
The
ago,
Pistons
they had
are
like
in question
15 wins.
because of how horrible they've been for a long time, though. That's where I would put the Pistons in that value.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I know
get it.
you had the 03, 06 era of the Pistons that was good, but then the next 20 years they were shit. You know what I mean? Like,
And
they were
then,
the worst team.
Then now you also consider this one. People are on the cusp, like folks want to call this OKC team an all-time great team. So the pressure, like for
wouldn't
them,
say all time great.
but that's
If you
what-
look
that's
at the
what- that's
build,
what people
though,
are
like
saying.
they just all of a sudden just got good and then just didn't fall off. Maybe that's why they would
Yeah.
question that.
Like people but that's what like if just go listen to other commentators, like that's what people are saying. Oh, this
Mhm.
this team, this reminds me of the 2016 Golden State. This reminds me of the 98 Bulls. Like,
They're not even close, I would say.
well, they're a really good team and they
Yeah.
destroy everybody in the playoffs. So and this is it. So if they can
OKC
win
goes
back-to-back-
three-peat with they're in question, but
So like
they
and
need a
that's-
three-peat.
if they can go back to back now, that puts them in like a different class, a different category, like
different
all time.
class. But if they don't get
Oh.
that three-peat, then they're going to be really judged.
Well, most teams don't get three-peats.
Yeah.
That's basically like that doesn't happen very often. You know, that was Jordan. Like a lot
Yeah.
of teams win championships, but everyone doesn't get three-peats. They might
Yeah.
even win 4 or 5, but not win them back to back.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on them to be great because of the way people are looking at them.
Mhm.
Like, if
Mhm.
Shai Gilgeous leads them to back-to-back titles and wins MVP and Finals MVP back-to-back years, scoring title last year, he didn't win the scoring title this year, but like, you know, that starts to put
You
him
put
in
him
like a
all-time
different
guard
It puts him
stratosphere.
in the talks, but
Yeah.
then he needs to secure the actual title the following year and do that again to be in
Oh,
that question.
He's not like we're not calling him a GOAT. We're calling him
No.
all-time
Definitely
great.
not.
Like,
No,
he's not in the GOAT conversation.
No.
yet.
No.
Like that.
if
It's just-
SGA goes 6 for 6, though, then
Whoa.
But you know, he's
Whoa.
Whoa,
yeah,
no.
Let's
has to
go
go
that
that way.
listen, he's got to go. He's got to win 2 first. All right.
Yo. This guy's
No, I
talking
know.
about-
He's got to win 2 first, but if he wins 6 straight, then yes,
Yo,
anybody wins
let's
6
not
straight.
put that out there, my guy.
6
Because you know it's not
straight
going to
is crazy.
happen. I'm not going to curse the kid, but we know we're going to get 6 for 6.
This guy.
Okay.
Dodgers
right
can do
along.
6 for 6, but that's the only team.
So what else we got on the NBA?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So because the Celtics fell short again, does Boston need to make a major roster change this offseason?
They need to break up Tatum and Brown. I would
They
say.
need definitely to break up Tatum Brown.
They need to break up.
Definitely.
So
What
yeah, you
should
think
they
that's-
do? Okay. Let me just. Everyone here. Everyone thinks Tatum should stay a Celtic. Brown should be moving.
No,
Yes.
just more. Okay.
Or I'm asking, what do you think?
Yeah. I think
I say
think
Brown over
Tatum is the
Tatum,
best player.
but that's just my opinion.
I say Tatum.
I like Brown better, Cove, but for the Celtics organization,
it
they
would
are
be Tatum.
definitely going to
Tatum
take
would be the
Tatum
fan
as a
favorite, right?
face. Brown is an agitator.
Yeah.
So they're gonna take Tatum. Okay, so what do you do with Brown is the question.
Or do you get somebody to get in between them to get in between them?
Can you facilitate that though? That's the thing.
Mhm.
Think of
Like,
as we
you really
mentioned
can't with both
Bulls.
of their contracts. You really
No, but
can't.
you look at the Bulls when the Bulls became something. They brought Scottie Pippen in '91
Mhm.
to get in the middle.
That's true.
So might happen. Lakers got Shaq to put him in the middle. There's
They
a
would be
three-peat
way
there.
over cap. That's the thing.
Sometimes you got to do it.
It's true.
If
You want to
do
compete
something
against the
like that,
Lakers and in these teams that will throw out mass
You
contracts.
got
You're gonna
what
do it.
you definitely have to do is build around one of them. You can't have
Yeah.
both of them on the same team.
here's the issue, and here's the reason why it will be Brown because of the cap numbers.
It's because
Um,
he's getting paid more. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and,
yes.
and right, they guys like Derek White had an off season, right? So like other resources or other assets that they have that they could have moved to potentially make a deal don't look too great right now. Brown
No.
had a him season. Brown was
Mhm.
being talked about as an MVP, and he's got a ridiculous contract. So it makes total sense to move
It
off of him.
makes 100% sense, and
Yeah,
plus
it's
they
just-
might
it's
have
just the timing.
one
So
thing I'll
last one,
say
man.
is one thing I'll say about Brown is what he did after the season that was just diabolical.
Mhm.
Like with the whole Twitch and calling out the refs, like
Yeah.
that's a bad
That
look
was
on him.
diabolical.
That's a bad look.
That look definitely.
Saying that your favorite season was the season that you were bounced from the
champ.
playoffs in the first round after losing,
Yeah.
after letting a
Not the
historic
season,
comeback
not the
happen?
season that you
Like-
won a championship. Like, come on, dude.
Like, whoa. Basically, what you're saying is my season on the team without Jason Tatum was the best. Like, what?
Do you not like
That's
the
what
guy?
you might as well have said.
So this one will make you guys think a little bit. Which player, like playoff star, has boosted their value to you during this playoffs? They might have been eliminated, but you said you're like, oh, that guy's gonna get better. Or, what player has impressed you that's new in the playoffs?
New playoff player.
Like new playoff
LaMelo
kind of
Ball,
Okay.
the scorer from Charlotte.
Yeah.
And like honestly, okay, LaMelo, Knipple, like that Charlotte, that starting like that front court for Charlotte is kind of fun, or I guess back court, but like they're kind of
Backcourt,
a
yeah.
fun group.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Like,
Surprise
who is
star.
impressing you?
I don't
That's new.
know.
And what about
Has there really been surprise
Probably like-
star?
so two guys who are still in it right now on two different teams that have really shown up. Jared Allen, he's been awesome in the playoffs, I think, and Thompson on the Pistons.
Yeah.
Asor, is that Asor?
Could I say maybe Ayo Dosunmu? He's never been in the playoffs. I mean, he had a few big games there in the last round.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Like, who has impact you?
Yeah, I would say I'll throw Ayo out there for sure.
So,
yeah, he
mean,
stepped up with the Dante injury.
so now, Vinny, we get to jump into the NHL and we get to talk about your Vegas and they're playing. Like they got the lead now.
They're playing right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not wait. Let me see.
No, are they playing right now? No.
No,
Minnesota's playing right now.
last
Minnesota's
night.
up 3-1. They're playing
3-1.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, they're playing Saturday. Saturday with the lead in Vegas.
The
3-2.
Wild are beating up the Avalanche right
No, they're
now.
playing them all. They're playing them all.
Yeah,
They're
they're
playing
playing
them
tomorrow, Cove.
Oh no, game 7 is on Saturday. I don't see the
Yeah.
game 6. Yeah. I don't see the game 6 there. It's not on my list, actually. Like I don't even see. I see game 5 for the Canadians tomorrow, but I don't see game 6.
Yeah.
So the NHL playoffs have been kind of interesting so far,
Yeah.
ish, right?
Ish.
Yeah, that Buffalo game yesterday was fun for sure.
Oh, I called it. My
definitely.
mom is super pissed. My mom's a hardcore Habs fan. She calls me 2-1 Habs. I'm like, Mom, it's 3-2 Buffalo. At the end, she's like, shut up. She hangs up the phone. She calls me at the end of the game. She's like, you fucking asshole. I was like, sorry. Told you it was gonna be a 3-2 game.
It would
Yeah,
be
the
cool
Habs
to see them
kinda-
go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it would be cool to see the Habs advance. It's been a while.
But I don't know if you guys seen it because you not like we all don't like fully invest. Like as soon as it's on, we're watching from like national anthem sometimes.
Yeah.
But the Montreal crowd was stupid loud.
Yeah.
There's a lot of TikTok videos if you look up the Canadians like opening of that game. Oh, that was fucking intense. I only know it as I've done arena security for 15 years. But when you get events like that, you feel it when you're like coming into the building. You can feel the fucking joy and the fucking excitement.
Yeah.
Anybody has felt it if you always went to a big game somewhere in your life. You feel that crowd before you get in. The vibe gets you. Yeah, it's just like dad mode too. So I'm like talking, but I'm like I can hear that too.
Dad
So,
mode.
Are the Vegas Golden Knights proving once again they are the smartest playoff organization in hockey after taking control of their series in Anaheim?
Win the game, close it out at home, and I would say so.
Yeah, close out tomorrow. I think so too.
Well,
Yeah.
I think tomorrow they play in Anaheim.
Oh, it's not in Vegas. You're right.
No.
I would
You're
love
right.
to
You're
see them
right.
close it out in Anaheim.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
game 7's in Vegas.
Okay.
On
But-
Saturday.
Tripping.
But no, so, like, listen, you saw they moved to the one goalie with Hart. When we got to the playoffs, right? It feels like that kind of changed the tide for this organization. The move to Tortorella at the end of the season. I don't know. I mean, so far it looks like these moves might be paying dividends. They look like a real threat.
They have a lot of experience, that's for sure.
100%. And they've been able to lean on that a lot.
Yeah.
So, did the NHL get the Braden McNabb hit right, or are the playoff suspensions becoming inconsistent?
Remind me what happened there.
It's it. I think it was a clean hit. I think it was a clean hit. The league thinks it was a little dirty, so it got suspended. And the one reason why they're talking about it because Vegas has the lead. You take out McNabb, and then all of a sudden they lose the series. Blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
That's all it really is. If Vegas comes out of the series, it won't matter.
Right.
It will if the call. Sometimes I'll ask you guys' opinion. Who do you think has been the dirtiest hitter you've ever seen play NHL? Like hitting.
Dirtiest.
Mm,
I
Oh,
Domi.
There's one guy I could think that we can unanimously vote on, which is Scott
Stevens.
Stevens.
Mm,
Okay.
I think we all could think of Stevens being one of the dirtiest but cleanest hitters in the league. I think his hits were clean, but a lot of people should think his hits were dirty.
can't
I
really
mean,
think of a dirty
he was
hitter.
dirty.
I don't think he was dirty. I think it was just straight shoulder. It's just he was a wide body dude with a straight shoulder. It's just he just knew how to plant himself. I know
Yes
Eric
and no.
Lindros and Paul Krea won't remember it, but
I don't. Okay, like
Claude Lemieux was more dirty than ever than Scott Stevens would ever be.
but Claude wasn't really. Claude wasn't for that reason. Claude was for like sticking and like
Oh no, not against
Claude would
Detroit.
like hook.
Claude Lemieux knocked
Claude
the
was like an
hell
all
out of
around
Red Wing
dirtbag.
on purpose. That's what started the war. Claude Lemieux started the blood war.
Oh,
He creamed a guy in between. I think it was McCarty. I think he creamed McCarty in between the door when it was open, going into the bench. That's what started the war.
I mean, what do you gotta do?
It was Claude Lemieux. He straight just shouldered him right through the open door for no reason. So which remaining cup contender looks like they are complete now? Like who's remaining in like the playoffs?
I'm sticking with the Avs. I would say they've definitely looked the best this playoffs.
I'm sticking with Carolina. I said it before the playoffs, but
It feels like it's gonna be Avs versus Carolina for the final.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's where this feels like it's going, and
Unless
obviously,
Minnesota decides to show up in a game 7.
anything can happen,
yeah.
right? But like,
I
Minnesota has to get to a game 7 if they win
want
tonight.
Wild versus Anaheim, so I want
but
that.
the
But
the
I'm not gonna
Wild
get it.
has to win 2 more
Anaheim
games
has to win
after
out.
today.
Yeah,
It's
and they
just
have
leading
to.
up to the Abs versus Vegas, straight up.
Like, and just overall, like the Sabres and the Canadians feel like they're gonna go 7, and then
Yeah.
the team that's
Yeah,
tired
Sabres.
that just comes out of that series is gonna go into
It's just
Carolina
gonna get
and get
wiped
spanked.
and get spanked. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
This will be an interesting one for sure, and Vinny will love the next one. But what does Craig Berube firing say about the Maple Leafs right now? Like them firing him from their organization.
I did not catch that.
Well,
It just recently happened.
Oh,
but
okay.
they're
It's-
kind of like I don't. I mean, let's be honest. Does this
like
really
they got
move
rid of
the needle?
Berube and they brought in like Matt Sundin. Like it's weird.
Like, this is one of those things. Like, we have to literally revisit a year from now.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it. We don't know. It could be. It could be a trash move. Like
Mhm.
I feel like it's a scapegoat move.
Mhm.
Right? You know what I mean? Like
And
something.
this is all
we have to
after
blame this
Austin
on
talked.
somebody.
Austin said he wanted to go next year if they didn't fix. Then they get the number 1 draft pick. Now one of their big guys who's built this team is gone. So it's like it's an interesting move of how they're shifting their organization and growth.
Well,
Like-
They went
I
from
mean-
being like they went from looking like 2 years ago, right, being a contender, to a fall off, and somebody has to pay the price for that.
Yeah. And you know
That's-
where it
that's-
went? It went to Vegas with Mitch. He scored what,
Yeah.
10 points against the Ducks right now?
Yeah, I mean, the
Playoff
reality
Mitch
is the
is-
front office failed.
Yeah.
The front office failed on that trade. Moving off Marner was bad for the team. They just didn't see
No,
it.
that killed him. I would have said Nylander before I'd ever say Marner if you wanted to fix the Leafs. I mean, you guys still would have taken Nylander, but he wouldn't have been as effective as Mitch Marner right now. Like you saw me talking about it in the group. Mitch Marner, if Mitch Marner wins a championship first year going to Vegas, that's going to be a big headline.
That would be crazy. Maple Leafs fans would be so pissed.
So something to be
No.
close to home for you, Vinny, is this: is Matthew Shaper already becoming the next superstar defenseman and face of the NHL after the unanimous
Who's
Calder
unanimous,
Trophy
huh?
win?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
unanimous.
Okay.
First time in like 30 years or something like that.
I was gonna say, how often is unanimous? Not very.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what they want, right? If they could have a guy playing for a team in a market like that, right? And like he's like, you know, he just fits what they would like to promote as a face of the league.
Mhm.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? So this definitely helps.
Yeah, because he's got to compete with Quinn Hughes right now. in
Yeah.
that sense.
Who just won gold.
Yeah.
So a little tough.
Mhm.
At
So
least he didn't win silver.
which playoff player has shocked you the most this postseason of all what you've seen?
Mm,
I have Anderson in questions. Anderson's in my top 3 for sure. With that 1.1 goal against average.
He's
Yeah.
I mean he's
like-
been the biggest X factor, right? Like
Yeah.
It'll be, listen, this is what will be really interesting if he continues to pace. Like, let's just say that they just completely dominate whoever they play, the Sabres or the Canadians, which they
Yeah.
likely will.
Yeah.
They get rest and
Yeah.
they see the Avs a couple of weeks down the road from now, right?
Mhm.
It'll be interesting to see what he can do against that the Avs is a really high powered offense.
Mhm.
Every line can score and can score quick and can score often. So it'll be really interesting to see that, this guy's playing elite goal level right now.
He's
So
playing nearly goal level, but it's really understanding who's protecting him too. Carolina just has a bunch of guys that just fit well together as a sense. I still take Carolina over the Avs, like for if they in the head to head. So I have Carolina going all the way since Dallas is out. I just don't think that even that fast paced offense is going to get past the defensive Carolina right now because this is what the first time since '85 that the teams went 8-0 and played like this. Like this is a long time.
Sheesh.
I can't see them falling off.
I mean, it's hard to, right? They just
We've
went
seen
back.
this with Pittsburgh with their runs. We see it with Detroit with their runs, and
Back-to-back
Jersey had,
sweeps.
yeah. Like we've seen this kind of team built this way. It's just I see it like, Carolina has like what I would call like a left wing lock, a right wing lock. I haven't really watched enough to sure which way it goes because the highlights are either or. But when you lock up a side and you take out the strong wingers, like especially like, say if Vegas goes against the Avs and Vegas wins, then you stop Mitch Marner, then you kill out 10 points that this guy could have in that series. Like you just take him one player out and it controls the series. I'll go back to '94 Rangers. When the Rangers were able to beat Vancouver, they contained Pavel Bure. That's all I gotta do. Take out their biggest scorer, and you could see how much that offense plays better or worse.
That was the black jersey Vancouver with the red and the yellow.
Yeah, with the old
Yeah.
hockey skate. The old hockey skate, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kirk
Those-
McLean
those
was
are
their
good.
goaltender. So
Yeah, man. Those are some cool throwbacks.
yeah. Oh, they were still the best Vancouver ones. I mean, I love the new ones they came out with because it's got a huge heritage factor with Indigenous people because of the fact that it's the way Canada and the treaty is with them. So there's a huge respect to the Aboriginal culture with the new logo and everything like that. So I understand the change.
That's dope.
But they still go back to the third jersey with the old black and gold because that was like Pavel Bure's era when they had a good run for the cup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a lot of players. Dobes is surprising me. If Montreal goes out, Dobes really showed up as a playoff contending goaltender. And then if Montreal gets knocked out, it's then Montreal's going to do what they always do. They have two good goaltenders. Which one do they keep? And then they toss one away, and Montreal becomes bad. It's just history with Montreal, but they do it. They did it with Wall. They did it with Tebow. They did it so many years in a row. After a good playoff
Imagine-
run, they end up trading off their best one. And I don't
Actually,
think Jobs would be gone, but
Like literally, like that Abs team was built on the strength of Wah being just the most dominant fucking goalie.
and it was the most pettiest thing in the world. I mean, respect for Wall for walking and standing on his boundaries on that shit. Because like you give up 9 goals and your coach won't take you out. Like, yeah, I'd be pissed too. But to be like, this is my last day, and then goes off to Colorado to win a championship right away. It was just like,
Yep. He
and
was
then
awesome.
2 more. Like, it's like
He was
Christ.
so good that first season,
hmm
dude.
And it was Detroit, and that was added to the Detroit thing too, because Wall was there during the whole bloodbath, and Detroit's the team that embarrassed him 9-1. So
So
he
I'll
wanted
tell
to get
you
revenge.
what I don't know why, but what it feels like, this is just what I think is going to happen. I feel like the Habs are going to beat the Sabres in that series in a 7 game.
Mhm.
They're going to advance and then they're going to get swept.
Oh yeah,
That's what I think is going to happen.
I think Carolina will sweep Buffalo too. I think because Buffalo's gonna
Oh
be beat up
yeah.
too. Buffalo's
Whichever
gonna be beat up
team-
on the Jersey.
Both teams are going to be depleted and tired by the time they get to Carolina.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
think they win. I think Buffalo got a chance against Carolina. I think they definitely do.
Maybe
Listen,
they
man,
take a few, maybe.
Yeah.
Buffalo's a
But-
good team, but
Yeah.
You have Bussy in the back if Anderson slips. So they have the backup. That's gonna matter.
it feels like Carolina's got the formula for one.
Oh, they got the formula. Like I said, Bussy's gonna be there in the last
know what?
second. Anderson needs a game 3 rest or something like that. Bussy comes in, he can contain it, or if he loses it, he loses it. He gets his playoff stock, but then Anderson just comes back in well rested. Boom,
Yeah.
goes back in.
Mhm.
It could go 4-1, 4-2, but we're not getting into game 7 out of Buffalo. We're not getting a game 7 out of Montreal against Carolina.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Vegas
Mhm.
versus Abs. We would love a game 7, and we probably could get one, but
I'd probably go 6 max.
6 for
Probably.
sure, 5-6 for
Yeah,
sure. It's
yeah.
not gonna be a sweep there. There's no way Vegas is gonna be swept. No way the Abs are gonna be swept in that series.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 or 6 due to ego and everything like that. They're gonna let them slip a little bit on their side,
Mhm.
but
Has
because they
refereeing
don't want to
game-
be fully in, because they're also watching Carolina. If Carolina walks through the next round, they're going to be extremely well rested. So
Mhm.
they're going to be like, shit, we got to get this series over with quick because Carolina is just fucking rested.
You know, and the thing is that like the way the Vegas team has turned around since like the few changes at the end of the season, like they're just not going to be an easy out. They're going to lose. The
Yeah.
Avs are going to beat them, but they're going to go 6 or 7 games.
Yeah.
That's just how it feels.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just everybody's got to watch what Carolina's doing because if Carolina it sits way too long, you know you're going to be a 16-0.
Carolina is going to give up. I have a prediction. Carolina is going to sweep whoever they play next, and they are going to give up over that 4 games. They're going to give up less than 6 goals total over the entirety of that 4 games.
Oh, I was going to say 5. I was going to say 5.
That's what I'm really thinking, basically. I just don't think that it seems to me like Anderson's got 4 more bangers in him right now, at least.
Oh yeah, he's had time to
playing out of his
relax.
mind.
Like, and for anybody that does listen to it, I don't mean because they're sitting on their ass. They still practice twice as much between them series, but mentally they don't have to worry about the next day game for like a while.
Yeah.
That takes a huge load off an athlete.
Yeah, it's a relaxing thing.
Yeah. So what we're trying to get to as we get to the end here is like, so Carolina has Chatfield, Ghost Bear, Miller, Dishkinsky, Riley, Slavin, and Walker. That's their defense. It's like that's who you got to beat to even get a chance to go against Anderson, who is hot. So you got to think of the defense too.
Like they've been working on this squad. I think you know what I mean. They've been quietly tooling this thing up the right way over several years because they've been trying to figure out what they needed to do to get past, Tampa and Florida, and here they are.
And, you look at the wingers on top of that. You have oh shit. You got AO, Jarvis, you got Stahl still there. Stahl's have been a legacy for 30 years there, basically, where it feels like it. Taylor Harl's there, but no one ever hears about him.
You know who's playing good for them this playoff? Stankoven's playing real good.
Yeah.
And so is Blake. Blake's been kind of a problem. He's getting a lot of penalty minutes.
Because Noskov is fucking.
He's been out there asserting himself on the ice when they need it.
Yeah.
And I like that.
It's just they're well built, and they also have another. They actually have another goalie that's like sits there, does nothing, like acts like at all. Like you never hear who he is. It's Ketchikov or something like that. He's like a year younger than Bussy, but you don't really hear about him anymore. After what Bussy's well-deserved record of how he's played, deserves the number 2. But you have a deep tendy.
Just a question I'll throw out there. What do you think about the refereeing in this playoffs? Has it been a little bit?
It's been interesting for sure.
I'll say it's been inconsistent, right?
Yes. Well, that's what I'm getting to. Also, with that is just like you're gonna call this, but not call. It's like what the? It's one after the other, the same plays too, by the same ref and almost in the same location. It makes you feel, as a fan of every organization that does get affected by the bullshit calls, it makes you feel like the league's against your team.
Yeah.
Well, like last night, you might consider that a call or two might have gone in favor of the Golden Knights because they want to see Vegas in the finals again.
But that's not the first, not the last time it's happened. It happened in, I think, Game 3 too.
No, I know, and I'm saying it's very possible. Vegas is a very big draw when it comes to hockey. A real serious fan base. They're a organization. It wouldn't hurt them to have Vegas hosting fucking, pardon my language, Colorado, right? Yeah. They're next door to one another. We would have.
Oh yeah, that series is going to sell itself, regardless. But
I mean, was the major really deserved in that game for Vegas? Like early in that game, was that major really major?
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
It's just was it deserved for that? It was. I think it was a clean hit. It's just in a bad situation.
Right. It didn't seem anything intentional.
No. From what I've seen is when you lift a skate, it goes towards intention at that point.
Okay.
Like
Well,
if your skates are
and that's-
touching the ground, that's why Stevens
Like
never
I
got called
get
for
a
dirty.
penalty, but a major? I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
It does value that because if you look at the Stevens cases, I was saying is Stevens always planted his feet. That's why they said dirty. Is because he never lifted up. He didn't have to. But if you lifted up, complete intentional, right? So as soon as you get that angle of that photo from a professional and you see there's an inch gap there, you're like, okay, that was intentional because he leaned in that direction. You can tell by the body.
Mhm.
But that's where the major happened. It's in a game, it's high stress, it looked intentional, so they gotta hit him with a major. Buffalo will get I guarantee I'll predict this one. Buffalo will get a major. Probably in game 6 or game 7, depending on how this game
They've been
goes.
getting a
I'm
lot
not
of
sure.
calls against them too, from what I've seen.
Oh yeah. But I can see a major
They're
going
the
on
teams
to
that have been
Buffalo because
most
they're going to
pissed
get
off with
pissed and hit
calls.
someone dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've already ran into the Dobbs like how many times? Like
It's been a few, right?
yeah, it's been a few too intentionally. Yeah.
But
All I
it
was
does
hearing
feel
during
like
the
it's been
Boston
kind of
series, during
inconsistent.
this series, is them complaining about the refs. I'm just like, has it been that
Mhm.
bad, or is it?
Oh
just,
yeah, it's been
or
that
is it bad
bad.
refereeing?
You need Buffalo in the finals because that team is like Buffalo doesn't even know they have a talking team unless they're winning. It's bad. It's all about the Bills. It's Buffalo, the Sabres.
Bills and
Which
Sabres.
why
The
the Bills?
Bills.
I got Vegas and Buffalo in the Stanley Cup actually. I
Oh,
got Buffalo.
Okay.
I mean,
Vegas-
it was a high favorite, yes, but
Vegas and Buffalo.
Interesting. Going for underdogs. I
That
like
would be
it.
interesting.
yeah,
I like it.
it would be an interesting series. But that's Vegas would hate that in Vegas because Buffalo would pay out like a dirty son of a bitch if they won. In Vegas to lose the Stanley Cup, it's like, oh, I wouldn't want to cash that ticket in Vegas. I'd have to cash it some way, somehow, somewhere else. I wouldn't be walking out of a casino betting on fucking the Sabres in the finals.
You
No
know,
way.
I've only placed one sports bet in a casino since I've lived in Las Vegas.
Okay.
No.
We'll send Vinny on that truck. We'll go, Vinny. Buffalo Sabres are playing Vegas. You have to place a bet in Vegas on the Sabres in front of Vegas fans.
Well, no, but listen, here's the trick. I place bets all the time, but I just place them from my phone on the app.
Yeah. Oh no, we're asking for an in-person bet. That was
Exactly.
But look, in Las Vegas,
I will
you can
pay for
only
that.
get the apps from the casinos. You can't get like FanDuel and DraftKings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You can only get like BetMGM or like Caesar's
Yeah.
Palace from casinos. And the first time that you get the app, when you are actually a Nevada resident, you have to go to the casino, show your ID, and place a bet in person to open the app.
Yeah.
So I had to go do it that way. You can't just download it and start doing it. You have to go to the casino. So I had to go to the casino first, download an app. It was a whole process.
No, I would give
But now I bet
Vinny
on
the
sports
worst
like a
scenario. It'd
Now
be
I
game
bet on
5.
sports quite a bit.
It'd be game 5 of the Stanley Cup. Vegas is down 3-2. You're in Vegas wearing the jersey, and I'd have you bet on Buffalo to win game 5.
That's not gonna sit well with people.
No.
People gonna give you a weird look for
Just be
that.
like, I got Buffalo tonight. No, game 6 will be game 6. Buffalo's got a 3-2 lead in Vegas. And then you're like, yeah, Buffalo's winning it tonight. You're like, come on, you motherfucker. He wouldn't be able to show his face for a while.
So now you had, okay, I know we're going to hop off here in a couple minutes, whatever, but you had some other questions and I wanted to just hit them real quick because it was about like the event that's going on this week. And I don't really know too much about what's going on, but let's talk about it.
Oh yes, I mean, you know more about it as a sport. We've known this forever that I don't pay attention to boxing, but I kind of pay attention to this
So
stuff.
basically, this weekend, Jake Paul's Most Valuable Promotions
Yep, Paul.
is throwing its first MMA promotion on Netflix. And it will have former MMA stars like Ronda Rousey, Francis Ngannou. He was a big UFC star for a little bit there. He also dropped Tyson Fury in a boxing match. Nate Diaz is going to be on the card. So there's it's basically, here's what happened, right? They went out and found a pish posh of former mixed martial arts stars, right, in different weight classes that they could all have fight each other. They're going to put on a massive event. Everyone will tune in because Jake Paul, everything he throws, everybody watches, but most of these people are not current contending fighters.
Mhm.
So it's it'll be a fun evening. It's free for most people.
Yeah.
At least here in the States, most folks have Netflix. So, it'll be free for most.
So the quick ones I have about that is just basically, is Netflix about to permanently change the broadcasting with this fight, like with the Rousey fight, with Jake Paul
think
being
Netflix
involved?
is changing sports.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you talking about Netflix, they have the new quarterback show that's coming out on Netflix.
Mhm.
Right? So they have a new quarterback show. They have NFL shows coming out. They literally aired opening night baseball.
Yeah.
Yankees versus the San Francisco Giants. They're just becoming they're
Like
slowly
wide receiver
getting in.
show.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're changing. They're definitely changing it because they have such a massive platform to show all of their events everywhere in the world immediately.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Rousey or Gina, who do you got?
I'm
Um,
better.
What do you
I got
think, Caleb?
Ronda. I got Ronda.
I'm with Caleb. I'll go with Ronda too.
Mhm. So them?
What do you think, Showtime?
I'll go with them. I'll go with you guys.
I would be surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised. She does have a record of 7-0. She has fight, and I mean, unfortunately, we haven't seen. I haven't seen for sure a lot of highlights on how she fights, but I believe if she can get Rusty on the ground, it's I think she wins that fight. Stand up, Rusty wins, but on the ground, I think Gina wins.
Mm.
I think
In
it's
that
going to be
sense.
interesting.
Yeah.
Neither of them have
Nothing.
fought in a long time, so it's going to be very interesting.
It's gonna be long for a minute. There's gonna be a long stand up before there's ever any ground. Will Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry steal the entire show, even with Rousey headlining?
It should. Mike Perry only wants to bang. He's trying to end a fight. He's not trying to go to a decision. Nate Diaz is really, really, really sick jujitsu, and he's also down to stand up and just throw hands at anybody. So that should be that fight, or also the heavyweights, the Ngannou fight, because heavyweights just have one hit knockout power.
Yeah. So for that one, for 4 on my questions does Ngannou still feel like the scariest heavyweight in combat sports?
No, maybe no. I don't know. No. If he fought Usyk in a boxing, Usyk would knock him out. Anthony Joshua did knock him out. But in mixed martial arts, he's dangerous. But I don't know.
Yeah.
John Jones would probably fuck him up.
Okay, so could this event seriously challenge UFC's future dominance in MMA entertainment?
No, it can't.
Mm-mm.
But so this is what will so UFC is right. They have a Paramount Plus deal. They're basically on CBS. UFC is just so accessible now. At least in America, right? And I'm assuming that's like that everywhere. They have a huge deal with Sky Sports overseas. I don't think they're gonna replace UFC in any way, but there's room. Just like how Jake throws random boxing events, there's
Mhm.
room for him to just throw random MMA events,
Mhm.
you know, and make money off that. And like people will tune in because people like to watch fights, you know?
Yeah.
And the weird one, because these events bring everybody, but what celebrity, athlete, or surprise appearance would break the internet that would happen during this event?
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. Logan Paul, and like I could actually see something like that happening, and like they're gonna use it to promote something, like I don't know, but that's a good call.
Well,
Logan
but
Paul's a
would
good call.
Logan be promoting WWE, and would it be possible would Jake try to promote something at the same time?
Listen, something's coming. I'll tell you
What?
that much.
You
I'll
know
be
it's gonna be a Paul
watching.
for sure, but we just don't know which one.
Here's what I know. There is not a single fighter on that card that, in my opinion, is relevant to combat sports today.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I am going to watch every single fight on that card with bells on, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
you know, there are a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be
people like that.
entertainment for sure, but it's
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
exactly. It's going to be entertaining. Some people are going to get beat up. People getting beat up is entertaining, so I will watch. You know.
Yeah, me and Vince grew up when we watched bum fighting on cell phones.
No, they probably like okay, so they still do stuff like that in like South Florida,
Yeah.
right? Like backyard fight, like backyard brawling type shit, like
Mm-hmm.
probably on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and Vinny
Listen.
pulling on a Nokia and watching it on our cell phones.
All right, well, listen, guys, that's everything I got for tonight. Now I think Cove, you definitely do have a show going on tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, always.
All right, so check out tomorrow. Same thing as always. If you guys check out my ex at Vinny's Corner, it's actually Vinny's Corner 1, I think, but whatever. In any case, find me on X. You'll be able to find Cove, Showtime, Caleb, find everybody, and you can stay up to date on what's going on. Like I said, Cove will have a show tomorrow, and there will be a bigger emphasis on baseball because that is usually the direction it goes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all I got for you guys tonight here on Vinny's Corner. Fellas, thank you for stopping in, and we'll see you guys back here next week. All right. Take care, man.
All right.
Take care.